I can't believe this. I just got fired. It's the second time in 2 months. I'm 62 years old. I'm widowed recently, last couple years. I'm fighting the battle of my life to try and get back on top. When you lose somebody, a partner of 30 or 40 years, it takes a while to get feel like you got your sea legs back. And it's taken me a while, but I wasn't prepared for corporate world again. There's so many changes that I just wasn't ready for. I was fired a month ago from one company. I was only there for a couple months. I was, running all of North America for them as a sales leader. And apparently my demeanor or my expectations for how things got done in terms of performance and production and things like that were too old school, if you would. I wasn't up to the times. While I was using AI and I was, taking advantage of it in terms of research and things like that, apparently I just didn't communicate well enough for the rest of the younger crowd. And I don't mean anything to the younger crowd. I'm just saying it was incredibly difficult to figure out whether to send a text, an email, pick up the phone, how long the email should be, whether the text would be, too abrupt. I was battling it. I don't know how many of you guys have felt this way too, or bumped into this, but this is hard. This is really hard. Going through losing, my wife after 40 years was an uphill battle for the last couple of years, and I've done well. I've survived. I've done okay on the consulting side of my business. I'm in the HVAC, engineering, industrial, commercial space. And that means I look at a lot of building plans, hospitals and malls and commercial buildings, etc. And I help with design and implementation, and then and oftentimes I help with the sales side of things. I've gotten really good at that over the last 20 or 30 years and had great success. But getting back into it here this year, it's really different. I did not know how different it was going to be. First of all, the opportunity or the application process is completely different. Talking to people at HR is completely different. All of these things are completely different than anything I've experienced even in the last 5 or 10 years. So I don't know how many of you guys have had to go through anything like this at all. I don't know if you're experiencing this right now. If you were recently fired, put it in the comments. I'm creating a community on school. I'm gonna make this YouTube thing work. I've got 30 plus years of business analytics behind me. I know how to build companies. I'm not so good clearly at maintaining a corporate footing. So I'm gonna figure out a way to be able to help people in their business. I'm gonna through YouTube, through school, through whatever. I'm not gonna do much editing. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to use the YouTube functions and things like that very well. I'm gonna figure it out as I go along. But this channel is gonna be devoted to folks like me. I'm 62 years old, recently widowed, and now fired. I've got to find a way to make a living. My house isn't free. I wasn't prepared for this. My wife and I had planned all the way up until, our plan was we were going to spend the rest of our lives together doing odds and ends, part-time stuff here and there for our retirement, if you would. She had a hobby with a small business and she loved it. Didn't pay, much more than $1,000 or so a month, but she loved it and it was fine with me. I was consulting on the side. I didn't have a brick and mortar business anymore. We had sold it. So my consulting business was I would help small companies in the HVAC world, heating and air conditioning, or any small business under $50 million. I would help them get better at what they do. So whether it was operations or sales or things like that, I left the marketing to the people, the younger generation that was experts on the AI and how to use that sort of marketing today, because I had no idea how to do it. But we were just going to tinker around with that stuff. And in the meantime, we had plenty of money in savings to be able to get by for the rest of our life. But now with Tammy being gone, I've had to, hit my savings for the last several years. Now I'm at a place where I have to work. And I didn't anticipate having to do this again. And I've obviously not very good at it in the corporate world, in today's new corporate world. So I'm gonna build this site, and I'm gonna build this this channel to help folks like us. I know there's a lot of us out there. I have many friends that tell me the same thing, and many of them are telling me they don't know how they're going to get by. Lots of folks call me and ask me to, help them start a business. So they want to buy a franchise or things like that, and that's great. But at the end of the day, most of the time that doesn't work out. The financing is difficult today. There's a lot of risk and exposure in those types of opportunities in this world today, with cost of transportation, the cost of oil, the wars that we're in, all of the things that are going on around us. It's difficult to get into a business like that right now and feel good that in the next 5 or 10 years you're gonna be okay and come out all right. So a lot of folks are looking to ways to be able to build a different kind of income, and this social media or this YouTube income or space, if you would, is creating a lot of opportunity for folks. And you don't have to be Hollywood pretty. You don't have to have a studio, $50,000 studio built out. You don't have to do any of those things. You just have to have some experience, and most of us do at our age. I'm 62, like I said. I've got a plethora of experience behind me in real world wisdom and experience to business and things like that. So that's the value trade-off. Many people are looking for someone to give them some insight on even just decision making, like, should I do this or should I do that, or what do you think about this or what do you think about that. I'm sure most folks that are watching this right now have had somebody tell them, you should do this, you're so good at that, you should do that, or you should be a preacher, or you should be you should write a book, or you should teach people this. Or how many times, for those of you that are watching this right now, how many times has somebody came to you and said, God, you're so good at that, you should make a business of that. Maybe you sew, maybe you make products, like automotive products or wood products, or you make hats or clothing or anything like that. Maybe someone has, what do people come to you for all the time? Do you have family members and friends that always are asking you help? Can you help me? Can you help me? What do you think of this? How do you feel about that? I'm considering doing this. What about that? Those are all opportunities for you to be able to build a community and start a second income for yourself. I don't know about you, but I can't go through this anymore, man. I'm so tired of this battle of, losing, frankly. I lost my best friend, my partner, my business partner, my lover, 40 years together, man. I just don't want to battle this anymore, but I know I have to. And I thought that getting back in the corporate world would be a great way for me to be able to be productive and be able to contribute in a way that gave back to people. I knew that I would be facing an uphill battle with AI and a younger generation, but I thought, man, this would be a great opportunity for me to be able to help shape these guys and help them get over the top and get by, when they're grinding it out. I can be there for them and all that stuff. But man, nobody cares. Nobody in that world cares anymore. Corporate world is so heavy about profit and return on investment, and none of us that are working in those jobs matter at all. And it's so hard to face that. But this is the world that I live in. This is the new world that I think we all live in. And I hope that this encourages you to realize that you're not the only one out there. But we're going to build this community. We're going to build a community where we're going to talk about what's going on in our global world. We're going to talk about what's going on in our regional world. We're going to talk about what's going on around the kitchen table. We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about humor and comedy. We're going to talk about love and Christ. We're going to talk about all things good and figure out a way to help each other. This is going to be the first video of that kind. I intend to keep this going. I don't know how many I'll make every week, but I'm gonna try and do one a day. My goal is to be able to parlay this into business opportunities. I'm looking at 2 or 3 different opportunities right now. I've been looking at them for a year, but I thought that I was too afraid. I was just too afraid to try it. But now I don't have a choice. I can't go on like this anymore. Waiting for these guys to make decisions, and then getting involved with them and finding out that you're not a good fit, and going through the whole headache of HR and the hassle of waiting for checks and all of that stuff is just too much. It's just too much. I can't do it. I'm going to take advantage of these other business opportunities. I know in my research over the last year, I've determined that you got to have a storefront, a way to be able to generate traffic, and a way to tell your story. YouTube has proven to be that vehicle, and we're blessed because they don't charge us to use it. It's free. It's not like you have to go buy an office space or get an address somewhere or a mailbox and a phone system or anything. YouTube provides us the opportunity to be able to do that. So YouTube's going to be the home of how I generate my opportunities, and we talk about business. So we're going to evaluate business on this channel. We're going to look at online opportunities like Go High Level and master resale agreements and other opportunities, whether it's products or just helping people get through the starting their own companies. I know many people want to start their own sewing class, or they want to start their own painting school, or they want to start their own automotive school, or they want to do all of those things. They just don't have the support to be able to get it done, like most of us when we first start. But I'm telling you, that's what we're going to do. We're going to evaluate folks' opportunities. We're going to look at business opportunities. We're going to figure out whether it's a good opportunity or whether it's going to be challenging. I'm not going to say yes or no, but we're going to identify at least what the risks are so that people can make decisions to go forward. I know how this feels, and I'm telling you, man, nobody wants to be in this spot. I watched Alex Hormozy yesterday say that the reason he is so hard on folks right now, and the reason he is so hard about you have to do more, is because he never wants to feel that pain again. He operates basically from a fear perspective. That's me. I do the same thing. I'm so afraid of failing. I don't want to fail. I don't want to let anyone down. I love to please people. I want to make them happy, and I've worked my ass off all my life at doing so, and we've done well. And if I hadn't lost my wife, I wouldn't be in this spot right now. We'd be just celebrating life together, and I wouldn't be worried about trying to start a new channel. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get this done. I'm sorry for the little bit of the emotional deal here, but this is hard. I'm 62 years old. I did not see this coming. I didn't see any of this coming over the last few years. So if you're challenged right now, if you've been fired, if you're looking at starting another income, don't wait. This channel is going to be the right channel for you. I'll get it together here in the next few days. We'll come up with a plan. We'll like I said, we'll evaluate the things that have impact on our lives, whether it's news, economy, business, our families, sports, humor, whatever. We're going to do that, and then we're going to look at business opportunities. We're going to truly evaluate, should I do this? Should I, does this look like a real opportunity, or is it not? We're going to talk that through, and we're going to help people make good decisions, and we're going to support each other. We need to subscribe to each other's channels. We need to boost each other's channels. We need to create the kind of community that supports each other, not just, flip through stuff for the sake of flipping through it and getting entertained. This is a real golden opportunity for us at our age and our experience to be able to give back and make money at the same time. I hope that you guys find some value in this. I hope that you'll look forward to the next video. I promise I'm going to get better at this. I promise we're going to outline business opportunities, and we're going to come up with strategies that help each other. But if you've got an idea for your business, this is the right channel. If you need help with figuring out how to get on YouTube and start a YouTube, this is the right channel. If you need help with other social media, like Instagram and Facebook, and how to use those things for advertisement and things, this is the right channel. Not because I'm the expert and I went to their class and I got certified and all that, but because I'm 62 years old, I'm a real man, and I've gone through this myself physically, trying to navigate how this all works. What does AI look like in this real world? So I've done it. I've had my hands dirty, and that's why this is the right place for you. I'm not going to sell you a course, or I mean, I've written a couple, but I've never done anything with them because I've been too scared to do it. But we're going to get this right, and I'm thankful that you're listening and watching right now, and I hope and pray that you'll come back. I will get this right, and we'll together build a huge community that looks different than most. Most people have all these courses and things like that, and they're trying to tie you in for another offer and another offer and another offer. We're not going to do that. This community is going to support each other. I don't know how, and I don't mean like multi-level or weird stuff like that, but the commitment to help each other is going to be what this community is going to be built on. So thank you. I'm sorry for, again, the emotional outburst. I just got this news this morning and I'm beside myself. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got income that can take care of me, but it's not a way to live. I can't do this. I've got to create another additional income, and YouTube is going to be my way of doing it going forward. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. I probably didn't even say my name in this, but I'm Curtis Bay, and my wife was Tammy Bay, and I'm going to see her again.